Yeah, Cattle Prod back with his psychopathic viewers. All those people liking and commenting and shit. Thank you. That's awesome. I guess y'all got like a morbid curiosity. Y'all want to hear some more screwed up stories? I'm gonna do one. This one happened to yours truly. We're gonna listen to a Zoomer while we're doing it though. We're on the second track. Vapors of cadaveric mucilage. I don't know. This is another one of my favorites, man. Another one of those get you pumped up songs. For real, yeah. So we got music out of the way, got the thank yous out of the way. Alright, let's tell a story. This one involves me. Your boy Cattle Prod here. I used to do shady stuff back in the day with shady people. Let me get my notes just in case I forget where I'm at. So I was with this group of shady people. Now keep in mind, these aren't death metal people. This isn't the death metal scene. But it's me in Houston during that time period. So I'd met these guys. God knows how I met them. We were doing shady shit together. At one of our meetings or whatever, it looks like they don't need or want me anymore in their little group. And that's not a good thing, because that usually means the hard goodbye. So yeah, I'm dealing with some shady people, and the three of them have decided they don't need me anymore. Yeah, it's a terrifying situation. I am armed in this situation. I have a pocket knife on me, and I can swing, so I feel really good that I can stabby, punchy my way out of this situation if I got to. So I'm like, fuck y'all. Y'all can't do shit. I'm walking out this fucking door. That's when that dog. They had a dog. A dog had not bothered me at all. The dog had just been sitting there. I love this song. So I go for the door, and the dog starts to growl. I'm like, what the fuck, man? Dude tells me this dog is trained to attack you when you walk out the door if he doesn't let you out. So you can walk right in, dog won't bother you. The moment you try to leave, the dog's gonna get you. So I'm going for the door, the dog's getting up. I'm like, shit, this is not good. Because this dog's going to attack me, 3 dudes are going to jump me. That's going to be it. I'm just going to be stabbing somebody, and probably that's it for me. So I don't know how I thought of this, but I look at them, I look at this dog, and I look at that door. I'm like, I got this. Grab the door, quickly start to open it, the dog comes. Just like they said he would. I get behind the door, and the dog shoots out. Bloom, door shuts. Now it's just me and the dudes, no dog. They're now alarmed because that was kind of their ace in the hole, you know, and it's gone. And I still got my little stabby instrument. 2 of those guys bail out the door. They want to get the dog back. They don't want anything to do with me. This lead dude, he goes to the bathroom to kind of dispose of stuff because he realizes I'm probably going to bring some serious heat down on him because I'm about to make a mess of this place. Well, anyways, I decide leaving is probably the best idea. So I decided to leave. Walking out the door, I realized I didn't drive here. I got dropped off here. But luckily I know where I'm at, and I can just walk to safety. It was in my walking that I realized these 3 guys were not done with me. They were gonna get me. So they're now hunting me through these streets and I'm trying to evade them. Luckily, it's an apartment complex I'm in. It's kind of a big one, and I'm kind of good at negotiating and navigating. But I got 3 guys on my tail, so it's only a matter of time before they get me. I decide the best thing to do is get yourself arrested. The bad guys can't get you if you're in police custody. So I just start making noise and start kicking cars, trying to get alarms to go off, and then start just knocking over trash cans or whatever I can do to like draw attention to myself. Eventually the cops do show up. Thank goodness. But now I'm looking at these cops, and I realize I can't tell them the truth. I can't tell them what I'm actually doing because I'll incriminate myself. And so I need their protection, but I can't tell them why. So I don't know what to do, so I just decide, you know what? Let's give the cops an incentive. Let's run and have them chase me. Now, I'm not the best runner in the world, but I can navigate urban environments. I ran through in between buildings, saw this giant maple tree. And in Texas, some of these maple trees can get really, really, really big. So I shoot past it and then come back, and my little skinny butt is standing there as these 2 cops split this giant tree having lost me. They now don't know where I am. I think, oh, this is great, until I realize I actually need the cops. I don't want to lose them. I actually need them. So I sneak up. Yes, this is a brilliant thing. Try this. This is a really bad idea. So I sneak up in between them. They're looking around, can't find me. And I'm like, yo, what's up? What are you bitches looking for? And then their guns get pulled, pointed right at my damn head. That's a bad idea. Situation calms down. They start ushering me back to the car, trying to figure out what the hell's going on, what I'm all about, because I think I'm just having fun. I try to, like, stress to him, I'm intoxicated, you probably need to throw me in jail. They don't want to have it. Man, come on. So I decide, let me escalate the situation, so I just put my hands on him. Physically just put my hand on him, see if that got a rise out of him. It did. He was like, whoa, don't touch me. You touch me, you're going to catch a charge, and I'll take you to jail. And I was like, dude, how many chances is this guy going to give me? He's giving me way too many chances. So I like really push him. But not too hard, but just kind of give him a nice little shove. Boy, he was like, all right, so you're going to jail. Woo! That's what I needed. It's going to get hooked up on a PI, maybe a simple assault. It's going to be bad, but I'll get through it. At least I'm not going to die tonight. So they hook me up, put me back in the car, we're rolling. I see those three dudes. I'm looking out the window, and I'm like, I won, I beat you. I survived, and now I'm gonna, well, don't worry about the rest of that part of the story. So in the back of the car, I start calming down. So I kind of doze off, because I think it's all over. Car stops. I figure I'm at the jail. It's time to deal with this process. So I come to, and I realize I'm not at a police station. I'm in a wooded area on a dirt road. I don't actually know where they took me. I really don't. But I kind of talked to the cops. I'm like, this is kind of a strange place you have here. And they're like, what's strange about it? And I was like, there's no witnesses. And they were like, correct. Here I am, just escaped a group of dudes trying to do me harm, only to get hooked up by cops who are about to do me harm. Now I'm really scared again. I'm like, I'm frying pan into the fire. So these cops pull me out and they start roughing me up. They legit start roughing me up. Pushing me, shoving me, kicking me, punching me. I don't really recall much else. I was handcuffed, by the way, and they just beat the crap out of me. I come to in a jail cell. I come to in a jail cell with gangbangers and junkies puking their guts up in the toilets. Classic scene. So, in this particular environment, the judge will come see you and lay down your charges, and then you can plead out, and there's a punishment right there, and you go on your way. Or you can set a court date. Maybe you bond out. Maybe they let you out on your own recognizance. It kind of just depends on your charges and who you are. So, there's a dude next to me. He's got like 50 warrants all over the country. I can only imagine how bad that day is about to get. So my turn comes up, and I see that judge, and standing next to him are those two cops. Now, I don't realize how roughed up I am. I don't realize how literally messed up I am. I'm bruised and stuff like that. I don't find out until much later how messed up I am. And I'm looking at the judge, and then I look at those two cops. The judge looks right at me, looks at those two cops. Now, those two cops, they've been beat up too. One of them's got a big old fat lip. Another one's got a nice little dotted eye. And I'm like, oh shit, I did that to them. They were kicking the crap out of me, and apparently I was fighting back and kicking the crap out of them too. The judge is looking at me, looking at them, looking at me. He's like, I have no idea what you guys are up to, but you're out of here. He looks to me and says, your charges are dropped. This paperwork is wrong, and I can't charge you if this information's wrong, and I just want you out of here, so we're going to process you out. So I get away, literally scot-free. Sort of. I mean, I got the crap kicked out of me, but that was kind of funny. That's fucking metal. So I get back to a friend. They do processing me out, and if you're familiar with the Houston area, they drop me off in 610 South at Maikawa Boulevard, and I think Martin Luther King crosses it. There's a jail cell around there. I was in that jail cell, and a white boy in that neighborhood, not good. So I guess those cops just kind of as further insult to the injury, not only beat me up, but they dropped me off in a jail cell in a way wrong side of town for me. Especially when I was busted, again, if you're familiar with the Houston area, 45 and the Beltway, the Clear Lake area. Yeah, I was way down there, and they pulled me all the way up into Houston and dropped me off inside the loop, all around bad people. It was kind of funny, but I survived it. I got away with it, sort of. A dear friend of mine that I was working with, he was knowledgeable in such things, and I was literally with him. I was like, "Hey man, check this out!" And I started taking off my shirt and lifting up my rolling up my sleeves. I was like, "What are all these marks all over me?" And I realized I'm messed up. I am just messed up. He's like, "These are from tasers. They were tasering you. These little, they're called some people call them vampire bites." Because they're two little prongs, and they look like vampire bites or snake bites. Some people call them snake bites. The snake bites are actually piercing, but whatever. So I had them all over me, and then I had these little lines all over me, and he was like, "Those are from the batons." They were smacking you with those batons like everywhere. I mean, I had them on my ribs, dude. Those are called stick hickeys. Because like a hickey, somebody gives you a hickey. But man, I had them on my rib cage, dude. I had like one on like the side of my head. Like apparently I caught a blow there. But I was just looking at those two cops, man. As messed up as I was, seeing these two cops just as beat up while I was handcuffed. Man, that was one of the greatest days of my life, and it was probably one of the most terrifying moments of my life, times two, because I thought I was going to die twice, not only from shady hoodlums, but from the cops themselves. So, if you ever wonder why I'm kind of anti-law enforcement, just know I'm a shady guy, so I don't like them. The few times I've had run-ins with them, man, that never actually ended well. Anyways, if you're familiar with the Houston and you've been around a long time, you know how heavy-handed those Houston cops can be. Everybody talks about LAPD with Rodney King. Man, Houston's got LA beat. It's just you don't hear about the Houston stories. So here's one of them about the heavy-handedness of the Houston police, especially during the TXDM years. Because you're damn right, I had death metal shirts on. Like they probably took one look at me and were like, "Oh, we know these types. These are these messed up guys who like to do crazy shit. Well, let's show them a good time." Well, the Houston cops showed me a great time that day. Anyways, that's kind of what I had. Took me a few times to get that out because it's a complicated story and it's kind of emotionally draining to tell that story. Excuse me, and I'm kind of just terrified one day that some retired detective down in Houston is going to like watch this video and it's going to jog his memory. And I'm going to have Texas Rangers and U.S. Marshals rolling up on my property with MRAPs. By the way, you will need the MRAPs. Bring those. That's all I got for you guys. Exhumer. Check that shit out. Later, y'all.